Okimia Ichigo, yahoo! Hi everybody! I was actually ready 3 minutes ago, except when I was getting ready, my cat was behind my foot and I stepped on him and he screamed and ran away. So I had to coddle him and comfort him because he was scared of me and running away from me. And I felt bad. Just got done helping my dad. Well, I'm so glad. Sorry for being so late. My mouse was being weird, and then I wanted to make coffee, and then I stepped on my cat because I'm such an abusive cat owner. My cat's kind of a dumbass. Like earlier today and another day a few days ago, he just like ran full throttle into my leg. He just sprinted and then smashed his head into my calf like on purpose. And then when I was trying to clean out my closet, he was sitting behind, like in front of the closet door, and I kept like barely stepping on his tail, and he just kept like screaming and then not moving. And then I kept accidentally stepping on his tail, and he was just staying there. So I put him on my bed. And it was like 4 minutes ago, and I was about to. I literally stepped back. I stepped to go to my room. I was like, all right, I'm making good time. I think it was on like four minutes on the loading screen, and I had my coffee. I was like, all right, we're on a roll. I'm not too late. And then I went to step, and he just screamed and ran away. And when I went to go check on him, he was hiding from me. I was like, oh my god, I feel horrible. But I also don't have much extra time to coddle you. So I checked all of his paws and they're all fine. I just feel really bad. Our cat's just so smart. Dude, when I first got here, I opened the front door and I went to close it and something was keeping it open, and I looked down and his fucking neck was in the door. He just shoved his head in there right as I was closing it. Hey Joe, I remember actually my Blue's Clues notebooks. It's actually cherry shaped. I saw that. It's fucking baller. Our notebooks, your hyperfixation, Spike-a-kun. I was getting dinner, so it's actually fruit. Okay, good. I'm glad that my tardiness and cat abuse worked out perfectly for everybody. Yeah, I had everything done. I was just like, my mouse was being weird, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna fix this. And then I was like, you know, I want coffee. And I would have just like gone live right at 8, but that would have been fine back when I was unmonetized, but now that I'm monetized, it feels just kind of like false. Some sort of fibbery. I don't know, if I just let my loading screen go on for 7 minutes long. That feels kind of cheap. So I'm just like, if I'm not ready to stream, I won't go live. It was bad luck that it went out 7 minutes today. Because my cat likes to, oh my god, he climbs into the fridge when I'm using it. He's made me spill like water and shit before. Because he climbs into it when I have my hands full. He always stands behind me. He always stands under my feet. Anytime I have to like rush somewhere, he walks in between my legs and then gets like kicked into something. I don't want pets if I live long enough to move out. Why is that? Pets are so cute. Yeah, pets are nice. My cat does this exact same things. It's like, usually anytime I accidentally step on him, he just makes a sad noise, but this time was like a scream. I felt so bad. And he was scared of me. I feel horrible. So I'm just gonna leave him alone out there till he like, I don't know, forgets what happened. Yeah, gaslighting. Gaslighting! Anyway, welcome to Anime Club, LOL. I have my coffee. I think that's everything. Alright, I'll get ready to move us to our super cool classroom that we all love so much at our school that we all go to. Uh-oh, I had my stream playing in the background. That's not good. Okay. apathetic loser. I tried to comfort him, and I was like, I have to go. I have to go right now, actually. You've made me late. Later than I already was. And that's not very hog baller sauce balls. So silent. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Happy Thursday. The week is almost over. I took a nap when I got home, and it was the worst nap ever. It was awful because I had a dream about a boyfriend. I had a dream boyfriend, and I haven't had a dream boyfriend in like 3 years. It's been a long ass time. So I was a little starved. And oh bro, he started taking his shirt off, and I started shaking, and then I woke up. I was so terrified that I woke up, and then I was like, no, fuck. I should have just stayed nonchalant, and then the dream would have continued. I woke up freaked out as hell, and then I was actually so sad. I was actually crashing out. I was coping so fucking hard. I was like, no, you know what this is? This dream is based on a real person. I just need to find the real person, then I can have this again. Yeah, that person that doesn't exist. That was based on a real person. And then in my half awake state, I was like, you know what that was? That was a ghost that used to live in this house before. And I was like, I just need to research all the deaths in this house, and then I'll find out who that was. That's what. I was so fucking upset. I was so upset. I debated canceling anime club. I was so fucking pissed off. I hate when I get an ounce of affection in a dream and it just goes away. I hate that shit. Cope, dude, I am the coping queen, dude. I have crashed out and coped so hard in my life. Alright. And then I started fucking forgetting. I remembered that shit vividly when I woke up, right? And then I felt myself forgetting it despite the strong emotions I felt for it. And I forgot how he looks. I forgot, like, how we met. And it's just out of my head. And so now I'm like, why be sad about a dream boyfriend when you can attend the anime club? Dude, I'm salivating talking about it. Can you guys hear? I can like gurgle that shit. I just realized my ears go down when I smile. Alright, I have the slides pulled up. I don't know why I'm making such wet noises in my mouth. Alright. Bro, I'm salivating so hard. What the fuck? It's my omega alpha beta pheromones. Alright, I didn't mean to do that. You guys didn't see that? I'm just gonna shuffle on over to the classroom if you guys don't mind. Excuse me. I'm gonna forget that I'm over here the next stream, I think. I'm staying a cat girl today. I hope that's okay with everybody. Alrighty. I just opened my Xbox app. Fuck you. I don't know why Windows always... Dude! It did the da-da-da-da noise, the update available sound. I'm tired of Windows pushing this shit, dude. Leave me alone. Alright, make myself bigger. Welcome to Anime Club in this classroom in this school that we all go to together. In this classroom in the school that we all go to together. Thank you guys for gathering in this classroom in this school at 8:25 p.m. Thank you. Is my sword gonna get distracting? Hold on. It looks cool, but if I say goodbye to the sword, then I have to say goodbye to the ears. Oh wait, I just fucking absorbed it. It's gone. Never mind. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Alrighty. showing too much, am I? I don't think so. Oh wait, that's kind of more than I usually do. Whatever. I look tall right now. That's not good. I have to be short and small. Eternally in school. Do we graduate? Otaku Gakuen. Alright, coffee check. Slideshows check. Anime body pillow check. And Gooners check. Alright, I say it's time we start the meeting. Hajimemasu. My hips look crazy from this angle. It looks weird. It looks more normal when I show my whole body, but I'm just a little too shy for that. Not that tall. Not like I'm 2 inches tall. I went to when I was out with my stepmom. She was like, everyone's like, "Wow, you're so tall. You're so tall." I don't think I'm tall, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel tall. Alright, yosh. Anime club. Oh, I had, because of the anime, I just had to pick all of these early 2000s arts that we all know and love, you know. I'm covering up my goose down here. National Goose Day is coming, guys. Are we excited? Anyway, I had to pick the super old retro art for the nostalgia and the meme. Anime Club meeting number 17, season, Tokyo Ghoul, season 1. I don't know why I read season 1 first. Commence! I don't know if I missed any chats, actually. I was too busy worrying about my, my cat that I stepped on. Okay, I'm not behind. Gotcha bowl, yeah. Gotcha bowl Ken Kaneki. Do not cover the goose. Hold on. The nene. I almost just started singing that like Korean inward song. That was like I can't even sing it because I don't want to slip up and say it. It just rolls off the tongue too easy. Too scared. Alright. Here we go. I don't think I have anything else to say. The BTS song? No, it was like that like you were, what is it? Like you were the most beautiful princess something? I think that was the translation. Alright. I'm the captain of Anime Club. I need to walk the fuck in. Anime Club meeting number 17 comments. Here is the order of activities for new people. Am I too big? I think I'm too big. Hold on. There you go. For new people, first we're gonna do our icebreaker for the shy guys in here. And then we're gonna do our episode and character and anime overview. And then we're gonna do a fun fact about the anime. And then we're gonna do next week's voting. I'm trying to figure out what these little green words are on the I don't know what those are. I think they're just part of a picture, but I'm not sure. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. And two of the picks for this week's voting were picked by you guys. So I hope you guys are excited. Alright, commence. Last spoiler warning before we continue. The anime we watched that for this week is Tokyo Ghoul. It's summer 2014, 12 episodes, rated R, 7.79 rating on MAL. And here's the synopsis. If it looks interesting to any of you in the slightest and you haven't seen it yet, this is your last chance to go and watch it for yourself before you get spoiled by all of us here today. I'll give you guys a minute to think about it. While we're thinking, I'm gonna try and remember my Pookie Schmookums that I was in such a long, intimate relationship with for the entire hour that I was asleep. So the dream took place actually in the town that I live in. It wasn't some weird, unnamed, faraway place. And the guy was hot, and I think he had piercings, and I think we had been dating for a while. And then he was like making out with me and shit. I was like, hey, yo. And then I just started shaking profusely in the dream. I was actually terrified. I was so nervous. And then for some reason, it was him leaning in that jolted me the fuck awake. I think he leaned in to kiss me. We never actually got to kiss. And I woke up in a fucking sweaty panic. And I was like, no, fuck. And I tried to go back to sleep, and I never got to see him again. So I'm coping heavily. With the anime boys on the screen that you see today. Got terrified for Look, I don't know. I just start shaking profusely anytime anyone compliments me or shows me any affection. I just start shaking. Alright. Last spoiler warning. Getting anxious in a dream is crazy work. I know, and I think that he was bricked up too. I'm pretty sure he was. Anyways, I don't even remember his name. Which sucks because obviously with the two of us were just so close. Very smart and cool. Funny, thank you, Hyper. Alright, Hajime Mas, those of you who haven't watched, if anyone watch, get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome. Icebreaker! The icebreaker for today is, do you prefer the Tokyo Ghoul sub or dub more? I actually tried to find the dub. I couldn't find it. It wasn't as available as it was in little clips as I remember when I was 11. But I remember the sub not being the worst thing in the world. It was pretty good, the last I remember. I think Ken's voice actor had rent due, if I'm correct. Sub dub sub. I first watched like the clips I watched of it when I was a kid. I watched the dub, and then I watched it now in sub, and it was really good voice work. It was great. So because it's so short, I probably could just rewatch it in dub. I remember the dub being pretty good though. I am keen to sub though. Always, usually. It's seldom that I don't like the sub. I prefer subs for action subs most of the time unless I will main MC via. I prefer subs for like a dramatic anime with lots of screaming. If that makes sense, because usually the Japanese voice actors do it really well. I know in Attack on Titan they still do it really well. Things like that in the same way they do it really well. But for the most part, the Japanese VAs tend to do a really good job. One Piece dub is atrocious. My water cup keeps clinking recently because I have a metal straw because I'm trying to be a hashtag clean girl. Who's good for the environment, so you guys keep hearing my metal straw. Dude, I'm salivating so much, my throat is fucking full of mucus right now. Just talking about the mere concept of a man in my head. I'm mad that my brain has the power to do that, but not do it on command. That's what I'm mad about. I'm not gonna experience that again for another 5 years, probably. The last time I had a dream like that, I was 16 and I woke up in a similar manner. And there was this guy I think I was dating, and he leaned in and like gave me a peck on the lips, and dude, I think that woke me up too. And I was so upset that I started listening to ex-listeners for a week straight because I was so mad. I was so touch-starved. Look at apple. Wait, is that actually what he said? Is that where that came from? That audio? Usopp in the does. Usopp? Who's Usopp? Is this a character that we don't know yet? Or are you talking about One Piece? He said that? Actually, that's where that came from? No way. No way. This is news to me. Alright. So that's the icebreaker. I think my final choice is sub. I think it was kind of... Actually, it might be a tie. I probably should have just done a poll that whole time. Should I do a poll so we have a final answer? I'm gonna do a poll. I've never done like a this or that question for the icebreaker, I don't think yet. I could be wrong. Sub or dub? I really wish I remembered more about Puki so I could introduce you guys to the man in my head, and you guys, I could describe him better to you all. But I could feel my memories of him leaving my brain. It was so sad. This water's so good. Hold on. I miss my old mic, then you guys could have heard me chugging that. The long-nosed guy. I feel like there's a lot of characters like that. I remember when I was 11, I was watching a Watch Mojo countdown, and it was like the top 10 most attractive anime girls, and this weird-ass, ugly-ass One Piece girl got first place. I was like, what the actual fuck is happening? I was pissed, dude. I was so fucking confused. I was like, you've got to be trolling, dude. You have to be trolling. And now I guess Watch Mojo is kind of a meme ever since they did that like top 10 VTuber shit. And Corker was like, yeah, that was weird. I don't remember why else Watch Mojo got hated on, but I haven't seen them in good graces on the internet. Bow or something? I thought it was... Wait, oh, I thought you were talking about the VTubers. I was like, Bow? It might have been, I don't know. I really don't remember. I don't think it was the main character. I think it was just this random side lady that was like just known as being beautiful, but was really ugly. Sent you the One Piece clip? Oh boy. We've got to react. Let me see.
Care for an apple?
Do you take us for idiots? We'd never trust food from someone like you.
Hey, look! Apples!
Care for an apple?
What do you mean? That was great. You guys didn't like that? What was the explosion edited in, or did that actually happen? Zoro Scream actually isn't. Okay, so Zoro Scream wasn't there. Did it explode though? Was that canon? The One Piece art style is atrocious to me. I hate it. I don't know why. Does anyone else? I always felt like anytime I uttered this opinion in the public sphere the past 10 years, I would get everything but lynched in front of everyone. And now I feel like One Piece hate is becoming more socially acceptable. Have I mentioned this before about the word lynching? I don't know if I'm ready to. Okay. Alright guys. We listen and we don't judge, okay? We listen and we don't judge. So, I've mentioned that my white family owned my black family. This is canonic. We've confirmed this with the records. That I am the binding force between my black family and their slave owners. And so, on my white side, I'm actually related to Judge Lynch, that the term lynching was made after. And some of my white family moved to California and changed the spelling of their name so that they wouldn't have to be associated with the Lynch family ever again. So I think it's funny. I think it's funny when I use the word lynched, cause that shit's my word, bro. I am the ultimate never mix combat concept. Crazy lore drop. I don't know which one's worse. Every time I mention that my white family owned my black family to someone, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "It's fine." I've heard this before. I don't say it very often. Alright, coffee taste test. Did it turn out shit or did it turn out good? Alright, moving on, off the topic of lynching and on to Tokyo Ghoul. As fun as it is to talk about, I'm gonna go into the episodes, alright? I think this is the right order. I haven't done a shorter anime in like an actual long time. I'm used to doing the 6-episode format recently. So this is my first time going over individual episodes like I used to, so Let me know if it looks okay. I hope it does. I think that's all. Alright. Episode 1 tragedy. I'm just gonna read over this little Wikipedia synopsis for my memory and you guys's. Because I know it's hard to remember everything that happens in specific episodes. Which is funny because, yeah. I feel like I missed... I keep thinking I missed this one chat. I feel like I asked someone a question. Okay, I didn't... Alright. I don't want to ignore anybody. Alright. I'm gonna read this out loud, like a teacher. Episode 1 tragedy. Ken Kaneki is a young man who befriends the beautiful and enigmatic Riza Kamishito. I didn't know how to pronounce that for a minute. Unaware that she is a ghoul, Riza reveals her intentions to eat. I read this as fuck. To eat Kaneki, but by a stroke of luck, Kaneki survives her attack but is mortally wounded. He is saved by an emergency operation, transferring Riza's organs into himself. This subsequently turns him into a half-ghoul, half-human hybrid, and Kaneki struggles to survive and cope by himself. Cope and see it. This was a pretty good first episode. I think that the first season, I don't know about the rest. I've heard that they're not as good. But I think that they're paced pretty well. I think that Ken wasn't like an annoying protagonist that was like a baby. I saw some people complain that he was crying all the time. I think that Ken is one of the most normal protags I've seen for the circumstances that he was given, especially how gruesome his life became so quickly. If I were him, I would have cried way more. And when he noticed that something was up on that date, I don't even think he was trying to fuck, bro. Like, it wasn't like he was... Like, I feel like I've seen this plot in other smaller animes that nobody knows about. Like, 3 times where a guy goes on a date with this monster and then the monster kills him, but he just keeps trying to, like, gaslight himself. Like, oh, it's okay, the pussy's probably fire, though. Like, and then they end up getting killed. That didn't really happen here. And I feel like with the way people talked about him, I kind of thought that that would happen. I thought that she would be giving off red flags and he was gonna stay and be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's probably normal. Because she's kind of hot, though. There's like a crazy rack on that thing. And that didn't happen. He ran away as soon as anything happened. And I think that he was pretty valid in a lot that he did. I don't think he deserves the hate, at least from what I've seen in these 12 episodes. Currently, I don't think he's like a little baby bitch boy or anything. I don't think that he was insanely happy-go-lucky. He was an extremely normal and relatable protag. I say was like he died. I mean, in the first episode, he was pretty nicely written. He wasn't unrealistic and he wasn't... I don't know. What's the opposite of that? He wasn't unrealistically scared, and he wasn't unrealistically confident. He was just a guy. Some people on Monster Aspect is a plus. Yeah, some people. I don't think Ken thinks it's a plus, though. Watching the other first year was a dying girl and I bursted out laughing. I know, dude. You started fucking choking and shit. Like you took a hit from a bong. She had a little bite out of me as a treat. Didn't she take one out of his shoulder? To clarify, I'm someone who it's really easy for me to dislike like baby protags. Like I was gonna compare Asta from Black Clover, but Asta wasn't really like a baby. I guess like Deku, I've avoided I keep burping. I've avoided My Hero for since I was 12 because Deku pisses me off and Todoroki pisses me off and Bakugo pisses me off, but more importantly, Deku pisses me off. Tokyo Revenger, yeah, into when I learned that the main character of Tokyo Revenger was that dude and not Mikey, I was pissed, dude. I was pissed. I was upset. Deku, you have my what the fuck? My Hero Academia. I for some reason read that as my anime list right off the bat. My Hero Academia. What the fuck? I saw that abbreviation, and my brain was fighting between Full Metal Alchemist, my anime list, and My Hero. I do have a My Hero poster. I have posters of anime you don't watch, cause it looks cool. I only have 2 animes up there I haven't watched yet. I mean, I watched Black Clover, so there's just one now, and that's My Hero. And I've consumed enough My Hero X listeners to have watched the whole fucking series. Cause I know shit about those characters that nobody, not even the fans, remember, bro. Because of all of the intimate moments that we've had together. I was talking to this guy in school. We were talking about anime, and we saw this, like, we were in front of the billboard with the there's an anime club at school that I don't attend because this one's just better, am I right? But there was that Shinzo guy on the poster, and he was like, "Oh, I used to watch this. Oh, I remember this guy. What's his name? I was like, oh, that's Shinzo." He's like, "Oh yeah, Shinzo. I forgot his power. I don't know what that was." I was like, "Oh, that's Shinzo, and I think when he puts his dick in you, it vibrates." And he was like, no. He has like earthquake powers." I was like, "Oh, well, that's all I know about him." But I know more about that shit than like any other real the fans, dude. I'm the realist. I'm the realist in the room. I know so much about every character there, bro. Kind of lines up. I know, right? I know. Hashtag noticing. I know more about the My Hero people than the fans do. Should just brain. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Am I thinking of the wrong guy? It's the guy with the messy black hair. Oh, let me look up Shinzo. No. That's Shinzo. What's Shinzo's brain? What the fuck? Brainwashing? Well, then why'd the fuck he vibrate inside me then? Hold on. Now I gotta find the audio for reference. Who has the day? Oh! It's Shindo! My bad, it's Shindo. Shindo, not Shinzo. Shindo. See, I remembered. But was that the guy on the poster, though? Which one of us was right? I don't remember. Getting off track. I don't remember how he got here. Shindo's kind of bad, though. I'm looking at him right now. Alright, anyways. So I was busy shitting on Deku. And yeah, it's really easy for me to be like, "Oh, this main character's a bitch," and move on. Kaneki never gave me that vibe at all. So that's my thoughts as the anime fan with the only correct opinions on Earth. And then we got episode 2 incubation. Once again, I'm sorry if the pictures don't match the episode. I'm pretty sure they all do. I tried. Kaneki struggles to adapt to his new nature with no success until another ghoul, Nishiki Nishio, attempts to prey on his friend Hideyoshi Nagachika, and he must fight to protect them. I was talking about guys and cock, and now I can barely fucking talk because my throat is full of shit. I don't know why this happens. I have a salivation problem. I'm like an alpha omega wolf with my ears. It's the ears. It's the ears that did this to me. I was scared that the stream would be short, but it's not very short, and I don't know how we've been here so long already. Gina's voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. Dude, he's everywhere, dude. He's everywhere. That dude's making bank right now, you already know. Alright. This, Nishiki looks like that guy from Persona 4. And also, when Kaneki beat the fuck out of him and he was just like in the air, I'm like, I'm gonna die, and he got fucking slammed into the bridge and was hanging with like his skin hanging off. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. I feel so bad that Nishiki is just constantly taking the L. Persona mentioned, it's gonna get mentioned again. Trust. Anyways, that's what I remember from this episode. I wish that we got more scenes with Kaneki and his friend because I feel like we get enough. But Kaneki kind of withdraws, which that's understandable, but I feel like we don't. I wish we saw more of them, I guess. Maybe we'll see more in season 2. Persona! Kaneki didn't have to do it like that. He was like, Shina, 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 Shina. Not like he was gonna eat his friend, wasn't he? He was about to right there, I thought. He was about to eat that shit. Persona! The guy from Persona 4, you mean Yosuke Hanamura? Voiced by my goat, Yuri Lowenthal. Also voices Simon, Gurren Lagann. Are those the same? It's the same voice actor? Does he voice older or younger Simon? I was being sarcastic. Oh my bad, I'm autistic. Or when they eat bros meat with Homo. Yeah, with Homo. He was drawn over that shit even. Question: do ghouls eat the genitals? This is an important question. Do they eat the booty hole? Do they eat the cock and balls? This is what I want to know. Because I've just been thinking about it just now. Episode 3 dub. This white-haired guy, Dante, I forgot about him a lot. He would disappear and then he'd come back and I'd be like, hey, I forgot who that was. They eat their ass, that question. Yeah, did they, what's the word like when you, like, devein? You take the intestines out? I've had to do that shit to animals before. It sucks. I cannot imagine having an appetite for that. Probably not, right? Probably. After saving his friend, Kaneki is taken in by Yoshimura and Toka Kirishima, ghouls who run the cafe Anteku, who teach him to blend in with in human society while hiding his true nature. However, another ghoul, Shu Tsukiyama, approaches him with unknown intentions. Shu had homosexual urges towards Kaneki. I think that's not a surprise or a secret. That's what I want to know, how old was Shu? Because to me, Shu shouldn't have been hanging around Kaneki at Kaneki's young age. They get to it raw. These are important questions. But there's a freak, Shu, yeah. I was scared that because this is 12 episodes that the club will only go for like 30 minutes, but I think we're good. Probably legal in Japan or something. Probably just cannibalism and grooming. I think grooming is actually. This is when Kaneki gets put in that. Did this happen so soon? In the 4th episode. Here, supper. Kaneki befriends Tsukiyama. The two start hanging out. However, little does Kaneki know that Tsukiyama is preparing a mortal trap room. Is there? So does Ken taste like a human? Is that why he liked him? It was kind of unclear. And is he actually half ghoul, half human? Because he seems very much to have to live like a ghoul, bro. He has all of the cons of being a ghoul and none of the pros of being a human. Because he was mixed. Mixed breed. I meant lower age of consent. Oh yeah, that is true. Cannibalism, I think we are. My bad. It's a unique scent, that's why I see it. I assume a hybrid might taste like perfectly made. Yeah, is he really the first manufactured mixed breed? AKA who's mixed. 60-70% ghoul, I see a dominant gene. Anyways, this episode weirded me out. I hated when Shu was on screen. I know some people thought that he was cool. He just made me uncomfortable. Oh boy, freaky ass picture. Episode 5, Scars. Intending to consume Kaneki himself, Tsukiyama prepares another trap room using Nishio's human girlfriend as a hostage. I felt so bad for Nishio and his girlfriend. I don't know why. And the biting scene kind of freaked me out. A little bit. I got a little freaky there, but I thought that they were so cute, and I was really, really happy that no harm came to Nishio's girlfriend or Nishio. I was really scared one of them was gonna die. I'm glad that Nishio stayed a goat. I'm glad that Nishio had character development, and I'm especially glad that Nishio is hot with any glasses on. Got freaky or freaked out? A little both, a little bit of both. Like in my dream. And then Nishio's girlfriend was like, Toka was about to kill her, and she was like, oh, you're pretty, and then Toka ran away. That was fun. Tore it off like beef jerky, yeah. Was it clarified if Ken developed a pain tolerance to this, or if ghouls just take pain a little better? In a nonchalant way, are ghouls just nonchalant like this? It took me so long to swallow that coffee, bro. I took too big of a swig, and it was like when your mouth is so full that you can't even swallow. God, he's just BDSM fuel. He is. He's just tortured all the time. Episode 6, Cloudburst. Sekiyama is defeated by Toka with Kaneki and Ishio's help, but the recent developments in the 20th ward draw the attention of the police, who sends two of their investigators, Kureo Mado and Kotaro Amon, to hunt down all ghouls in the area. I hated those two, bro. I had a crush on Amon, but he was just so stupid, bro. He was pissing me off near the end. But I really liked this girl and her mom. They're really cute. I liked that their designs weren't overly detailed, but they weren't overly boring. They were really cute. They had a nice dynamic, and the little girl was sweet. I felt so bad for the dad and the mom and her. It was a nicely written death, I think. Kaneki's just used to it, probably. I guess. One thing is that in the middle of a fight, he was just like, oh, I guess my training is paying off. I don't think I ever showed him training till later. I had no idea he was training. But yeah. Sad episode, Sag. I thought that this girl was sweet though. I was mad that she ran away and got her mom killed, but it's okay. I guess I forgive her. Okasa, Otoza, Toga-chan. Episode 7, Captivity. Hinami's mother is killed by Mado. Toka attacks members of the Ghoul investigation and kills Kusaba, but is wounded by Mado. Kaneki tells Toka that he wants to fight the Ghoul investigators and is given his mask. So he gets his mask. Kaneki doesn't look that cool yet though. And then this poor girl saw her mom die or something, or smelled her mom die, or heard her mom die. Something like that. The coming episode's messy up. You didn't like this? You didn't like the constant trauma? I felt so bad for the girl running through the city and not being helped. My first thought was that this wouldn't happen in Japan. But then my friend was like, but you live in Fukuoka and Tokyo, this would happen. Nobody would give a fuck. And I was like, I guess you're right. In Fukuoka though, I was like, oh, well, that would not happen. I like to think. Anyways, I felt bad for her. But it wasn't a bad episode. It didn't seem meaningless. Toga-chan, Toga-chan. I'm really sensitive towards the media I consume. Well, that's understandable. That means it's doing a good job. I think that consuming as much media as possible, like music or TV or movies, is really good. I think that it's really good for like inspiration and stuff. I think it's good to like try and make a habit of consuming something like this daily. If anything, for creativity, for the possibility that the story will uplift you and also that it'll make you feel human emotions. I think that that's important. So it's fine to feel, dare I say, sensitive towards it. It's understandable. It's good in my opinion. Shitting on her VC. Like, why did you leave your mom, you stupid girl? I don't know know why she was such a well-behaved girl up till this point, and then just fucking full force sprinted towards her dad. If she wasn't already told that she has to stay away from him for now. I don't know if it tastes like shit to the ghouls, right? I sort of felt that when I watched the show several years ago. I think they said it tastes like ash. Oh, I felt a human emotion when she bit Kid already. Didn't she bite him like twice? Sniff, sniff. Otosan. Yeah, I don't know why she did that. Anyways. Episode 8 circular. Ken gets beat the fuck up here. Toka and Hinami confront Mado after being lured into a trap during the commotion. Kaneki confronts Amon while Toka is focused on getting revenge for Hinami. I was really scared that Hinami would get killed here. I'm glad that she didn't. I was scared she was gonna die. I was scared she was gonna be the token death of the series. BDSM scene. It was an interesting scene. I was never bored in this anime though. I will say that. I was never bored or like disappointed where the story was going. There are some animes where it just feels like it's dragging on. This anime wasn't one of them. It was executed pretty nicely. It takes me so long to swallow shit. Alright. So yeah, Kaneki gets beat up here by the really hot but irritating dove, they call them. The government worker. In his trench coat with his giant mallet. I'm so eepy. Why am I eepy? I took such a long nap. Remember Kaneki had a banger speech here. I thought he was pretty cool here despite him getting beat up. I thought he was really cool. It was irritating that Amon doesn't listen, but maybe Amon will become cooler later. I still have hope. Episode 9, Birdcage. If I'm correct, fine shit is introduced here. This beautiful, beautiful man with a piercing. Oh boy. Ayato. After the battle with Mado, Hinami starts living with Toka and Kaneki. Wait, do they live in the same apartment? I know they live in the same apartment complex. Still mourning the loss of his partner, Amon is relocated to the 11th ward, where the police is having trouble. Police are having trouble facing some dangerous ghouls who do not fear them. Is this the episode where that whole ward got wiped out by ghouls? I think that was the next one. I really adore stories that don't have a lot of plot armor and characters are actually getting injured and keeping their injuries and stuff. Yeah, I agree. It's really, really hard to make it happen naturally and not in an annoying way. But I think it was done nicely here. There wasn't anything here where I was just like, oh, come the fuck on. I kind of felt bad when Ken was just kind of like the punching bag of everything ever. Even Toka would just bite him randomly. Other than that, I think it was executed pretty nicely. Kaneki could have killed him if he wanted to, but he was holding it back. That's what's cool about it. Yeah. Yeah, he was fighting the cycle. Fight the power. Anyways, episode 10, Aogiri. I don't remember if it was the last one or this one that we got to see Toka and her brother as children. Oh, either last one or this one he was introduced. And then Kaneki is kidnapped by members of the Aogiri tree, an underground ghoul faction who is interested in his connection with Riza. Meanwhile, Amon is introduced to his new partner, the eccentric and dangerous Juzo Sozia. Dude, I loved Juzo Sozia. Suzuya. I was thinking of the dub that I watched when I was a kid. Juzo Suzuya. Okay. I used to watch endless Juzo Suzuya Pretty Little Psycho Nightcore AMVs when I was 11. I had a fucking addiction to that shit. And I'm gonna show you crazy AMVs. Bro. I consumed so much of that shit, dude. That's why that's the only reason I know as much about Tokyo Ghoul as I did before I watched this. I want to say my first impression, what I thought Tokyo Ghoul was gonna be, because I like thinking about what I thought an anime was gonna be before I watched it, especially when it's popular because I kind of feel like I understand the whole plot before I watch it, and then I don't. I thought that Tokyo Ghoul was like, let me think. I thought that being bit by a ghoul made you become one, like a vampire. And then I thought that Ken got bit. And then I thought that like the cafeteria was in collab with the government, not the cafeteria, the cafe, the food thing that they run, the restaurant. I thought it was in collab with the government, and it was like this little ghoul government collab space to catch evil ghouls. That's literally all I thought it was. I also thought that Ken was caught immediately after being bitten, and he was being experimented on in like episode 3. That's when I thought that the torture was gonna happen. And I thought that he was being tortured by a human. And I also thought, for some reason, I thought that his like demon weapon, what the fuck, ghoul weapon, not demon weapon, ghoul weapon was the little girl's dad's ghoul weapon. Because it looked like a centipede. I thought that the fucking centipede merged with him and made the weapon that the little girl's dad had. I thought that was Ken's weapon. That's what I thought happened in the show. Obviously it's very different, but that's what I thought happened based on the pieces that I saw as a kid. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else. Anyways. So yeah, I like Juzo. Probably I liked them way more when I was an edgy 11-year-old girl. But he's still a fun character. And I think Ken's getting tortured by now. Around this time, I actually had no idea what was happening. I went from understanding what was happening to not understanding what was happening very, very quickly. Because Ayato showed up through the window, started beefing with Toka for no reason, and then... Wait, no. First, the guys looking for Riza shows up. They kind of seemed like they were gonna beat someone up. And then Ayato showed up through the window. And then the torture guy showed up. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And apparently they're all just on the same team. But I was like, that's not how they entered the cafe. They entered the cafe kind of all separately with different goals. They got kidnapped out of nowhere and tortured. I know. I was like, what? Why him? I was so confused. And he just got beat the fuck up in the cafe. I felt so bad. That part seemed kind of unnecessary. When I first watched the torture scenes, they really messed me up. I don't know why. When I was like 12, I think it was when I watched them. And the nail scene from Higurashi bothered me more. The damn puppy scene from Elven Lied really messed me up. But this one didn't really bother me as a kid. I don't know why. Higurashi fingernail, yeah. Higurashi fingernail. Yeah, I've seen some absolutely brutal anime scenes, bro. Yeah, Higurashi fingernail. Same, brain cell. I've had to burp for like an hour. I think I just have like acid reflux. Anyways. Episode 11, High Spirits. As his friend from Anteku, I've burped like 3 times. I'm so grumpy. Burp. Out. Can you guys hear me? I can like knock on my chest like a door. I don't burp normally. It's not like just like a big old. It's like it's the most silent, tiny little puffs of air, to the point where it hinders my speaking. I think it's just like my digestive issues. It's probably just like me digesting weird. But I'm just gonna call it burping for social acceptance. Can you You know. Knock, 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 knock. Actual anime. What? Hi, anime girl, because I can knock on my chest. Not Peton. Not Peton. It's so fucking. Why is it so fucking flat? It's like hollow. Ichigo beats herself on live. I'm not even hitting it that hard. I'm tapping it with my fingers. This is the female equivalent of hitting yourself in the head. Knocking on your chest like stupid, 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 stupid. Anyways. What was I saying? I had something to say. Did I read this already? I'm gonna read this again. 9/11 guys, we got 9/11, congrats! As his friends from Untaku make preparations to rescue him, Kaneki is tortured by Jason, one of the members of the Aogiri tree. Whose hideout is stormed by the CCG? I don't know. So he's being tortured inside of what the government people are storming in the last episode. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I never pieced those pieces together. Queen getting off track. I know. It's the ADHD. I was confused as to why the servants and the workers for Aogiri were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Ken. We're gonna get you out of here." I was like, "Why are you working for him anyways? Who's keeping you here?" And they died anyway, so like, what was the point? Like, what the hell? But yeah, the torture scene lasted, I mean, I'm not anti-torture scene. I'm not a torture weirdo, but I think that they can be cool. But this one seemed to last a long time. It lasted a while. Like 2 episodes long. Got 2 randos killed. I don't know. He was just like, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna kill the people in my own team. Like, are they just not allowed to not kill each other? It lasted a while. And then I don't know, I'll talk about it later, but it ended so abruptly. I think that's all I have to say about this one, basically. He was just being tortured. Yeah. And then episode 12, Ghoul, the final episode, his hair turns white, not really sure why. But he wars Riza, and then during the physical and mental tortures he suffers at the hands of Jason, Kaneki comes to accept his ghoul half and fights back. Yeah. He kills Jason. Whoops, ignore that. He kills Jason, and then I think he kills him, he eats him, I think. And then that's just where it ends. It set up this like whole big final fight, and then it just ends there. I doubt that it was like a 7-year gap between season 1 and 2, like with Attack on Titan. But it was kind of an abrupt end for season 1. I think, in my opinion. I don't know how long it took season 2 to come out though. Does anyone know? So I hear it's cool. DMC told me that. It is cool. I've just never seen any other ghouls change their hair color like that before. Up till this point. Ken was pretty badass here though. He was pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I'll go over what I think about all of it together. I thought it was pretty nicely paced. The torture scenes stretched, but I think it was trying to emphasize how long it felt for Kaneki and to not water it down. Or shorten it. It makes him look fabulous. Doesn't he have like multiple hairstyles? I swear I saw this drawing of him where he had like half black, half white, and then like the top was black and the bottom was white, and it was striped and etc. Kaneki's main character, that's why he gets special hair treatment. I guess so. He just got to redesign his avatar for a second. that's pretty much it. It was a pretty good first season. I wish we just mashed season 1 and 2 together and got like the standard like 25 or 20 episodes. I think that would have been better. But I'm not disappointed. I don't know about you guys. It was a pretty good introduction, and I've heard people say that it falls off after this. Goku transformations. The art style changes a bit. I see. And was too abrupt. Yeah, it was just kind of like, okay, all that. It basically just felt like a prequel to the massive fight, and then ended. It's like if Attack on Titan, had like the intro of the attack on the walls, and then we get that whole training arc, and then we see the second appearance of the colossal titan after the time skip, and then it just ends. It's just like that's season 1. I'd say just read the manga after this. I see. I'll try and remember that advice, Colossosaurus. I'm trying to keep reading manga because I don't want to forget my kanji and my Japanese like reading skills. Because I used to be able to read mangas pretty okay. I don't know if I can now. My school actually has a Japanese and manga library. We have a big fucking ass library. We have huge libraries. And we have this entire Japanese floor of manga. So I really need to go back and start reading in there again. And then abruptly, okay, I heard energy. What now? It was like, come on, go fight the people. That's it. That's the season. Don't ask more questions, please. Definitely don't watch the other two. That's the vibe I'm getting. Is season 2 really that bad? What could possibly go wrong? I thought season 3 was what everyone hates. We know it's because you go to a prestigious school. Well, I'm probably gonna get expelled because my grades are so bad. I mean, I don't have any Fs or anything. I had all C's and B's and A's and 1D last semester, but they still sent me that email. It's because of my cumulative GPA. That's the only reason. Can't imagine how it fell off. It was pretty bad to begin with. Really, Vtuber? You think so? I remember watching the first 2 episodes of season 1 or season 2, and it's immediately just a fight. Is this good or bad? Was it like a badass fight, or was it like boring? Or like, I don't know what's going on fight? Turns even more privileged. Vors doesn't elaborate. That's me. The Vor girl who's privileged. I don't know if I'm privileged. I actually have no idea how I got into my school. But the food is good as fuck. Season 2 picks up immediately after this. Oh, okay, I see. I don't get why they didn't just make it like 1 season. 25 episodes. Raw talent. I would argue it's my minority points. Oh, I see, my bad. I don't know, I watched it 2 years ago, but maybe people didn't like season 2 because there might have been pacing issues. Yeah, pacing issues can kill an anime, bro. Should have been 25. I'm glad that we all agree. We all have such good opinions always. My hands are so oily, bro. Ugh, my middle finger is crooked. I got my grandma's arthritis. Whatever. Skill issue. Anyways, on to the characters. Vorichi, really? Am I bad? I just always talk about Vor. Everyone knows I'm the Vor girl. My belly is so full all the time of people. Is Vor not cannibalism though? Because Vor people are like, no, it's not cannibalism. And where does unbirthing fall into this? Promise Neverland Season 2. Promise Neverland always freaked me out because the fanbase had crushes on the characters. The fanbase had crushes on the characters, and I was like, are these not literal 7 and 8-year-olds? So that's why I didn't watch it. It's only cannibalism if you choose. Thank you, Ken. That's a very important question. Can you stop enchilating us? No. We have to ask the important questions here and get to the bottom of this. She starts ass first, guys. Well, that goes into scat territory now. I want to know why the people with weird fetishes always steal, like, normal words. They steal normal words instead of just making a new name. Like scat, water sports, what else? I don't know. Who else has any examples? I feel like they always make these names that makes it really easy to accidentally stumble upon them in their sins. I don't know. I love kink shaming, bro. I feel like people with weird as fuck kink should be shamed to hell. I'm a shameless kink shamer. Anyways, onto the characters. I only put 2 here because I imagine the other characters have more of a role. Balloon killer! I forgot, bro. The balloon people exist, and the tickle people too. I think that the rest of the characters are going to become more important later, so I just have Ken and Toka here. But first, do we have any thoughts on Ken? Because I think Ken is hot. I think Ken is hot as fuck. I think that they didn't do Ken dirty at all here. He's gorgeous. And I don't think he sucks yet. He's pretty cool. I know he only looks like this at the end of season 1, but I stand by this. I stand by this. I'm a Kaneki defender for now. It's always a shoujo bitch ass self image. It just keep finding them. They always come up. That's all I have to say about Ken. Wood raw. Kaneki shows photos for banger profile pictures, yeah. Hot profile pictures more like. Next, Toka-chan. What do we think of Toka-chan? I thought she reminded me of Mikasa. She was like a less annoying Mikasa. Go, raw. Toka-chan. She loves her boyfriend. I think I used to want to cosplay her. I had her in a list of cosplays I wanted to do, and I never did. I probably should before I get all old and wrinkly, shouldn't I? I keep playing with my hair and like ripping it out all day. It's kind of pissing me off. You should. Should I just start posting cosplay pictures? But I'm such a shy girl. Anyways, I like Toka. I don't think she's annoying. I think she's an MVP. Zone Tan. I know what Zone Tan is. You won't fool me. Cosplay yourself. I want to really badly for a fundraiser I would like to do. Maybe for Halloween. I don't know. I'm scared because my thas would be visible, the hip hole, and I don't know. I'm not the most attractive person in the world, but the thas is kind of crazy. It's always kind of insane. Toka looks like her. I've only ever seen Zone Tan in pony form. Zone Tan. Villains. Why is she in a villains wiki? Is she evil? I mean, yeah, kinda. Come back and I see fanboys. I think he's talking about the maid Kaneki up there. Just cover it then. That's the highlight of the outfit though. I'm not shy about it. I just don't want anyone to bust right away. Anyways, I think that's all the characters I have, and then we have the honorable mention. Fine shit. Wood, rah. I love this middle picture. And he has a dangly piercing. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's glorious. Need. Ghouling it. Fine shite. Average on attraction. I'm like a moth to a flame. I just love guys that look like this, bro. I just can't take it. Gawk, yeah, gawk. I don't think I've ever just started glogging something on stream. I don't think I'm freaky like that. I think I had a dream that I had a popsicle on stream, and I shoved it in my throat for the funny, and then it snapped off, and I just started choking on stream. That would be embarrassing. Anyways, say goodbye to fine shit, and then I'm gonna go into the, I think, the fun fact, and then we're gonna vote on next week's activity. Alright, here's our fun fact. The Anteiku Cafe is based off a real-life cafe near the author's house. I couldn't find a picture. I don't know if anyone found the cafe. I didn't feel like searching for it. I didn't know if that went into stalker category. I don't know. But there's the fun fact for today. I hope it's interesting. Don't let Ishinari, she'll snap it off. Dude, it's I have the fucking braces in there. And then I have my teeth are inturned. They're bent inwards, so my mouth is small anyway. My jaw set is small already. And then my teeth are bent, they're turned inwards. And I have my braces. Then I have the rubber bands. And then I have the fucking piercings that are just a long ass stick right now that will, via the sucking, get sucked through my lip and fucking spring lock the penis in question. They're like an inch long. I don't know, does that sound fun to anybody? Anybody down? Blowjob of horror and agony? There's so much shit going on in my mouth right now, bro. It's crazy in there. It's so hard to eat. Dude, my hands are so oily. Check this corner of that cafe. Oh, let me see. Is that from the anime or is that just like an illustration? I mean, that's the one from the anime. Bite of 87, the blowjob of 87. Iron Maiden. Good morning, Russia. Dobre utra chica. Pinch, they're wild. They're worse than usual. 6, 7. You guys should work on getting your ranks up to so that it's 7 and 6, so I can read a 6, 7. That'd be funny. I don't know if because of the order it'd just be 7, 6 though. I have a tummy ache. Anyway. On to, I think after this is just the voting. So, let's go over the voting options for this week. If nobody else has any more words and condolences about Tokyo Ghoul Season 1. I'm so oily right now. Ah! I feel like I have like 6 debuffs right now. I'm trying not to burp all fucked up. I have a tummy ache. I'm covered in oil. Something else hurts too. And I have to cough all the time. I don't know, Kaneki depressed torture or something. Yeah, Kaneki depressed torture. Ashiete Yoshi. I wasn't, every time it played, I couldn't take it seriously. I mean, it's a good song. Because of the meme, bro, I just can't take it seriously anymore. Everything hurts. Everything is sore, bro. Does anyone know when daylight savings is coming? Because I don't know if I'm ready for that. Have we not mentioned that OP yet? Oh yeah, I meant to ask. Obviously, I didn't know if I should make it a thing where I talk about the OP and ED of the animes. But what do we think? What do we think about the OP and the ED and the OST? I thought that the OST was very, very good. And in November, yeah, I think it is. Maybe October actually, because I remember starting pretty early. I thought, and just like ruining the school year. I started dying when they play the OP out of nowhere. I just can't take it seriously anymore. They get an extra hour of sleep soon. No. We lose an hour of sleep soon. That's what that is. Anyways, on to next week's activity voting. I'm gonna go over the anime options. And this week's a little different from usual. We don't have the popular anime from this season, and retro anime. We have 2 recommendations, and then I just picked an anime off the top list. And then I'm gonna spin the wheel. Dude, my tummy hurts. It keeps rumbling. Oh, bro. That was a loud ass rumble. Marvel's Pika came up on my YouTube music playlist when I was making soup. It is really, really good. OP is great, but got tainted by memes. I've been listening to the OST all week. Pretty good. It is so good. It's a really good OST. And then we gain an hour. We do? I didn't know that. I'm so happy to hear this information. Rumbling. Oh, dude, my tummy hurts so bad. I'm fighting demons right now. Alright, lock the fuck in. We got this. Alright, here's my first option, I guess. This was suggested by Meevy Morps because he picked the genre for last week. But I accidentally fucked up one of the voting options, so I let him pick one of the animes for this week. And he picked Persona 4, the animation. Persona 4 Golden. I don't know. It was his choice. Ichigo always has some stomach issues, dog. Yeah, I do. Can't spoil myself for P4 revival. Yeah, I haven't played the whole game either, but I don't mind watching the anime. So this is fall 2011, 25 episodes. It's PG-13, and it has a 7.5 rating on MAL. Yu Narukami moves to the rural town of Inaba to live with his uncle, only to arrive amid a string of mysterious serial murders. At school, he befriends Yosuke, Chia, and Yukiko, who introduce him to the local rumor of the Midnight Channel, a strange TV broadcast that appears on rainy nights. When Yu tests it out, he not only sees the next victim, but is also pulled into a fog-covered world inside the television. Crawling with monsters called shadows, realizing this bizarre realm is tied to the killings, Yu and his friends form the investigation team to solve the case and uncover the truth. It's not that long. 6.7 and 7.5. Oh, you mean 6.7? I see. I felt so bad that my cat was hiding from me. I'm still thinking about it. He was running from me, bro. Under the table. Poor baby. I'll go love him after this. Dude, I'm fighting like 6 debuffs right now. I can't talk because I'm gonna burp if I talk. Did you say I could pick something for getting 3rd? I thought you already picked. What did you do, your cat? I accidentally stepped on him before the stream. He was right under my foot and I stepped on him and he screamed. Show that car some love. I will. I tried after, but he wasn't very happy. When? I think like a week ago. I don't know. A little bit ago. So that's this option. Also this is based on the game, so if you haven't played the game yet and you want to, there's that cat abuse. I can't believe it. I know, I felt so bad. I think you're lying. Ugh, what the fuck? Anyways, ignore that. Next is Hyper Sanic's nomination. He picked this one. He doesn't remember it, but he picked it. Gaslight him. He's the 3rd place winner of the anime OP/ED game that we played, so he got to pick this. And it is Call of the Night Summer 2022. City of the Night, yeah. 13 episodes, PG-13. And it has a 7.95 rating on my anime list. It has a higher rating than Tokyo Ghoul. Koyamori, a restless middle schooler who stops attending classes and suffers from insomnia, begins wandering the streets at night. There he meets the eccentric Nazuna Nanakusa, who offers him comfort and invites him to her place. However, their encounter takes a shocking turn when she bites his neck, revealing she's a vampire Ko learns that becoming one himself requires being bitten by someone he truly loves. Determined to escape his dull human life, Ko sets his sights on falling in love with Nazuna, so he can join her. Yeah, he can join her world of the night. I can't read. OP was fired, bro. The ED was fired. Light 26-year age difference. I thought it was like 40-year. Middle schooler! Yeah! Whoops. I keep getting carried away. I keep pushing shit I shouldn't be pushing. You guys ain't see shit! You guys ain't see shit! Forget what you saw! Forget it! You didn't see anything! Dumb, stupid idiot! Shh, you didn't see anything. Anyways, that's Hyper's nomination. Now, on to the next option that nobody saw. Brett, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shh, shh, shh. You didn't see anything? Shh. Manifestations, you didn't see anything, you didn't see anything. Fuck Vinland Saga, actually. I hate Vinland Saga. Fuck Vinland Saga. There is no Vinland Saga. There was never any Vinland Saga. And there was never any Call of the Night. Ever. You brought this upon yourself, Red. Next, Vinland Saga. Wow, I bet you guys weren't expecting this. It's a good thing nobody knew that this was on here. Assaulting our ears. Why hate? Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Shh. No Call of the Night. I will not stand for this. Everyone, settle down. Silence. Silence in the club. Alright, Vinland Saga. Summer 2019. 24 episodes. Rated R. So the children, fuck off. Get out of here. 8.77 rating on my anime list. Thorfinn! Once a boy who dreamed of the legendary peaceful land of Vinland, now lives as a hardened mercenary in the brutal war between England and the Danes. England mentioned despite his father's teachings that no one is truly an enemy, Thorfinn is consumed by vengeance, determined to kill Askeladd, the man who murdered his father. As the conflict rages on, and Vikings revel in violence, Thorfinn's pursuit of revenge unfolds against the backdrop where war and death are the only paradise his people know. Do we think that Ireland is mentioned here? I saw one frame. No, you didn't. You didn't see anything. You actually can't see at all. I wouldn't trust Bread's. This guy just hallucinates things. Don't listen to him. There was never any Vinland Saga before this frame, guys. You guys didn't see this. I would recommend Poland. What the fuck is Poland Saga? What? Is that real? Why'd you have to put two of the most peak of peaks right next to each other? I'm sorry. Is it gonna be a hard vote? Am I just supposed to have one peak anime and two super shit ones that nobody wants? I debated putting a movie here because it's like mid-school year. I don't know. I think it's good if it's a hard voting choice. Yeah, I'm just supposed to rig it. I have three options: The Summer Hikaru Died, fucking Boku no Pico, and then My Hero. Any of these, I don't know any of these sold, but whatever's in the lead. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel first to see what the fourth option is that will go on the voting list. So let's see. that sounded interesting. I always get so embarrassed when my cough sounds so bad. Anytime it has that like froppy noise, it's embarrassing. If it's just like the typical like it's okay, but when it makes that noise, I get embarrassed because then I actually sound ill, and well, that's just not cool. Yeah, we all choose Boku no Pico. Boku no Pico. Alright, special activity spinner time. Let's spin the wheel. I'll turn the sound on so you guys can hear. You guys just can't see it, but let's see what it lands on of the activity for the fourth option. Chat's anime pick. What does this mean? Because there's a specific Berrydroid anime pick. And I think we did that last time. So what is chat anime pick? There's multiple chat anime picks. I guess you guys have to debate amongst yourselves. And nominate one? The fuck are you doing? What do you mean what the fuck am I doing? This is Anime Club! I've heard way worse coughs, so thank you, Angel. Me too, I guess. Alright guys, debate amongst yourselves. I would say we could just have a poll of what you guys want to nominate, but then that's like 2 polls. It's kind of weird. So if you all wanna settle on a recommendation that you all agree with, feel free. I don't really know what to do. Chat anime pick. You think I was part of this anime club on my college app? College app? Sure, why not? Just start putting I was an avid Berrydroid on your work resumes. Last year in my LS, I was gonna call you out on your Boku no Pico reveal. It was just like 1, I think, or like 0. I think I scored it appalling. Or should I spin again? If you guys don't wanna go amongst yourselves. How do I wanna do this chat anime pick? Just start like saying anime names, I guess. I recommend Orb Till a Day or Boku no Pico. So you just choose anime. Yeah, everyone just like say an anime. Not Call of the Night. It has to be one that's not on the list yet. See, Toaster's already on it. Red of Healer, Food Wars. Food Wars is brutal, bro. Just saw the Hateful Eight movie. The best shit I've ever seen. Elven Lied. Exclamation question mark. Could I put Call the Night up there again because it'd be funny? It is funny, but I have to honor the four voting option. Kizo Monogatari. That's what I watched most recently. Chainsaw Man Easy. Okay, I'm gonna make a poll, a prequel poll. Oh, I checked the old poll. Dub one, okay. 3 polls. I'm going to make a poll, and then you guys can vote on what you want to put in the 4th option. Chat anime pick nomination. I'll just pick some random ones. Rito of Healer. Elven Lied. Cory in the House. Kizo Monogatari. And Chainsaw Man. I see 2 Fates though. I wish I had more voting options. Is Rito of Healer bad? Is it like a hentai or something? Windbreaker. Remember, this voting thing isn't what we're gonna watch next week. This is just nominating what you want for the 4th option. And then we'll vote. I don't mind that it's a movie. Kizo Monogatari and Chainsaw Man are... Oh, Elven Lied went up. It's like watching horses race. Borderline hentai? Yeah, but the name sounds like some sort of like Fate anime. Let me look it up. Hold on. My anime list. Casually puts it in. Is it Elven Lied or Elfen? I heard people read it as like Elfen Lied. Rito of Healer. Dude, I've seen this dude in so many memes. What genre is this? Erotica. But is it a hentai? Someone gave it such a good review. Alvin Lee. Okay, okay. Straight fucking does it? Is it actual hentai? Cause it's not marked as hentai on here, but I swear I've heard this like unironically spoken about as like an anime. There's like a whole like spoiler marked thing of him on my anime list of how complex his character is though. The main character. Alright, Kizu Monogatari wins, and I'm just gonna put this in the actual poll. Literally a slave is forced to eat some girl at one scene. What the fuck? So it's an anime. Is it? Cause I'm getting mixed messages. Maybe I got to watch it for myself. Hooray! Alright. Actually, I think the way I originally intended to do that was I was gonna put everyone's recommendation on a wheel and then spin that. I don't know why I did it this way. I just have a wheel addiction, a poll addiction. I love polls, bro. Domestic girlfriend? No, no, no. No, no, no. Says no to domestic girlfriend, but not redo of healer. I can't believe it's not hentai. Kiss X this. Next week's anime club activity. So we have Persona 4, the animation. It does have no super work scenes, but they're kind of censored, is what I got from seeing it around. I didn't put it in my so bad. I think it's an ecchi then, is what it counts as. Call of the Night. And then Saga. And then I'll make sure I spell this right. Kizu Monogatari. There's a gnat in here. It's making me feel like I'm gross. Well, I am, but it still makes me feel bad. All right, I'll let that voting go for a bit. And I guess while we're voting, I want to ask. I'm gonna read out the activity list I have on this wheel. If anyone has any other activity ideas, let me know and I'll put it on this wheel. So I have the 3 anime options that I usually put in, and then I have this wheel for the 4th option because YouTube has 4 poll slots, and then every anime club I spin this wheel, and that decides on what the 4th option is, and then you guys can vote on that for next week. So I want to know if there's anything I should add here. Right now I have my own anime pick is what it has the option to land on. Chat's anime pick. And I actually put I have everything on this wheel once, but I put chat's anime pick in here like 4 times. So there's a higher chance for it to land on that. And then we have chat's anime pick. Specific Berrydroid anime pick, which is where I spin you guys' names and then the winner gets to pick what the 4th slot is. Anime trivia night, OP/ED guessing game, insane fan theories. This one, I would have us all prepare our insane fan theories, I guess, and then we would go over it, and I would go over mine. Kind of silly. We would do a power scaling tier list for 1. Theme night. I think theme night would just be like either going over animes of a specific theme or the voting would be that theme. Movie night. Theme week. I think movie night would be like a watch along. Theme week is similar to how Meepy picked fantasy for the theme for last week's voting. Yaoi night, Yuri night, Yuri night. Yeah? I think I deserve to pick as a booster. Do you? Should I have boosters have privileges? Should boosters have like their own chat or something in the server? And I have mystery trailer voting, where I is this it? Oh, this is different. Where I play an anime trailer and then we vote off of the trailer. And then I have blind vague description voting, where I read off descriptions of the anime and you guys don't see like the cover or the name or anything, and we vote based on that and then it's revealed later. And then Studio Director Spotlight Week, where we go over things from specific studios and directors. And then unpopular animes, that could be either voting or going over them. And then trash anime, where I go over and we go over different horrible animes we've watched. And that's all of the ideas I have. So if I guess I could put in Yuri Night. I don't know what would happen, but Yuri Night and Yaoi Night. Posters are not gonna talk to each other, bro. Yeah, that's true. They won't kiss each other? Anyway, if anyone has any other game night ideas, or I keep smacking my desk, fun night ideas, let me know. Yeah, the night chat just makes out with each other. Yeah, is that what you guys want to do? The age requirement, we have some minors. Oh, for what? Yaoi Night? Yuri and Yaoi Night could be like romance animes. I think that would just fall under like boys love, girls love. It would just be like only going over animes with like homosexual relationships, I guess. Not like straight sexual yaoi, I guess. Is how I took it. There's like Citrus. I mean, Citrus is kind of freaky, but like there's all sorts of slice of life Yuri animes that are platonic, or not platonic, but like romantic only. Not ecchiest. Or in High School Host Club, yeah. Make it good. Summer he could have died, yes. I thought it was so funny how everyone was like, "Oh, what is this gay shit?" It was such. That's not what I think of when I think of a yaoi, bro. No, romance, not just straight slut dick on screen. No, it'd be normal. Trust, it'd be normal. Anyways, any other game ideas before I end the stream? Did Call of the Night win? I guess Call of the Night win. I'm surprised that Vinland Saga didn't win. I was kind of expecting it to when I saw the rating. Cho and Blue Lock as BL. Don't forget in Haikyuu. Alright, Call of the Night won. 65%. My elbow itches. It itches. Itchy. Itchy itches. Itchy itches. Yosh. The Gooners beat the Brits. Yeah. My agenda has prevailed. Call the Night is good variant. Alright, let's do the math. I think it's 25 episodes. Actually, is it 13? Call of the Night. I know. 13. So we can knock this out easy, season 1. Higher rating than Tokyo Ghoul is crazy. Alrighty. So basically you just have to watch like 2 episodes a day, or like 3 for the first day. Pretty easy to knock it out though. And also I stream these to the server usually, as of recently. So we can watch it together if you guys would like. But the winner is Call of Night. And or Call of the Night, I think. And yeah, I guess that's what we're watching next week. I don't have any other announcements. So that ends Anime Club meeting number 17, I believe. Yeah. muted. What the fuck? I got the notification that I was muted. How long have I been muted? Did it just like suddenly happen? 20 seconds, what the fuck? I got this little notification that was like, you're muted, you're muted. I was like, what? Anyways, what was I saying? I'll try to stay loyal to the 1 to 2 episode rule. And that way I'm not up super late and I'm not keeping you guys up late. Should be fun. Anything else? No Fate series, I know. Toaster took up a slot. I was too trusting. He took up a slot with his hentai. Alright. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up here. Thank you mods, maybe Morps, Angel78. And I think that's it for today. But yeah, thank you mods for making sure everything goes smoothly. Thank you. Thank you Bread Garlic for reaching level 10. Thank you. Thank you Hypersonic for reaching level 9. Thank you. And thank you Toaster for reaching level 9. Thank you. I thank you guys for attending Anime Club meeting number 17 with me. I always have fun here. 13 is the age she likes. What? Who? The vampire girl? I think you put it on. Shame on you, Toaster. Thanks for the club meeting. No problem, Angel78. Delia's treatment, Delia first anime club for me. I'm so glad you liked it. I wasn't as proud of my slides today. I didn't think they looked as clean. But they look a little better than they used to, I think. Anyways, I think that's everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Roblox stream. I think it's at 7 PM. CT. Yeah. And then Saturday and Sunday, I know that I want to stream on those days. I just don't know when or what game. So that's why I put TBD. I didn't want to deadlock onto a game, I guess, in a time. That's the only reason it says TBD. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm gonna take a shower to wash off the stink the anime club smell. But yeah, it's 10 PM. I think we should all leave this classroom in this school that we all go to together and go home. LOL. Active online anime club member since fire on my college resume. Yeah, it does. Full blocks. Let's break the electric jester. Oh yeah, I still need to. Catch up, bro. We need to get on. I should stream grinding it so I can get back to level 32. I'm so mad. I had such a good group like build. Virgil it for DMC on Saturday. Alrighty. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 PM. CT for Roblox together. I hope you guys have a great rest of your days and nights and 24 hours. And yeah, jamanene.